Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope everything is good and great and wonderful. Everything here is pretty fantastic, and I'm going to tell you why. I brought my Kindle with me today, but I don't necessarily have a book to talk about, and I honestly don't know why I bring the Kindle to show you that I've been reading a book. It feels kind of weird. Like maybe I should print off a wrapper for this and pretend like I'm holding the book that I'm talking about when I talk about books. But I brought it because I want to talk about books because, well, no. I don't want to talk about books today, but I want to talk about what books have done. And that is, in the past 28 days, we've only lost 19 subscribers. That's remarkable. And I know that sounds ridiculous because I'm excited that I only lost 19 subscribers, but that's way better than it has been in a very long time. I would say over the course, let's see. So the last 28 days, I've lost 19. Now, what I mean by that is not that 19 people unsubscribed, meaning that when you take the total of new subscriptions and the total of lost subscriptions and put them together, what you end up with is I'm in the negative for the 28 days, right? So in these last 28 days, I've only lost a total of 19. And that's better than the previous month where I lost about 40. I've lost a little over 2,000 subscribers or so. Like, not quite. No, that's not true. 1,200 subscribers, sorry, in the last 18 months. If we look at the last year, I'm down 596. So I've lost 596 subscribers total in the last 365 days. The last 90 days, I've lost 120 of those. So it's been a... YouTube goes through these purges where they kill dead accounts. But the fact that I've only lost 19 in the last 30 days, that's pretty remarkable. That means that something that I'm doing is better than it has been. And we all know that I'm not a YouTuber. I don't come here to be a YouTuber. But it would be nice if the channel was self-sustaining. It would be nice if I could make, you know, $100 a month on the channel that I could then spend on, you know, whatever I want to talk about, materials or new equipment. I haven't been able to buy a new camera in years. I bought this camera. I bought this camera. This is a Canon EOS M5 3. Like 3 generations ago, the EOS M. I bought it with the first royalty check that I got from YouTube. And that was because at that time, it's like a $600 camera. That's because at that time, the time capsule video was still doing really well. And I was making like $700-800 a quarter off that video. So I was getting a couple $100 a month. There was times where I would get like $1,000 check for a quarter. That video has long since dried up. It doesn't make me... It probably makes me $20 a month now, so it's still generating income, but YouTube doesn't pay you unless you hit $100. So I usually make about $100 every quarter. So I'm making $33 a month for making these videos. And on top of that, I get a tiny little bit because I put Amazon links in the description. If you ever want to support me, go down there and click the Amazon links, and then for the next like 24 hours, if you buy anything off of Amazon, I'll get a little cut. So that there's been months where I've made 40 or 50 bucks from that. And then I have my Amazon wish list down there. I should put the books wish list down there. I actually have 2 Amazon wish lists. I have a main one and then I have a books wish list. Now that I have a Kindle, I've put everything in the books section on that wish list. And people buy me stuff from there. So quite a few of you have bought me, I would say, very expensive, insignificant tools or toys. And I've had some of you just send me straight cash. So under the big umbrella, I'm not losing money doing this. I don't care if I do because I'm not here to be a YouTuber. I'm not making content that is interesting and approachable for the average person. I'm making content that is interesting for those people that care, my friends. And that's why I start the video with, you know, hello friends, not hey guys, like all the other people. Anyway, the point is, the thing that I can attribute to the fact that I've actually been on the upswing of subscribers over the past couple of months is this little guy and the amount of book talk that I've done. My book talk videos generate more comments, they get more thumbs up, they get more thumbs down, and they get more engagement, and people are watching those videos for longer. They're generating more ad revenue than pretty much all of my other videos. And it's made me really think about, if I were to try to make YouTube a thing, if I were to try to put the effort into it so that I could have, a revenue generating side income channel, is books the way to go? I don't know. I've had quite a few of you tell me that you appreciate my thoughts on books, that you like hearing what I think. But I know that most of the people who comment that are the people who like seeing me excited about anything. And if I came down here right now and told you that I was going to custom build a ice maker, you'd probably get excited about it because I'm excited about it. But if my thoughts on books are actually useful chunks of information for other people, or my thoughts on tools are actually useful chunks of information for other people, then maybe I really should think long and hard about doing some sort of review type thing. And it would be the type of thing where I only publish 2 or 3 videos a week, or maybe even just 2 or 3 videos a month. I don't think I could do any sort of daily thing. Part of the reason this show has never grown is because I do it daily. I don't have enough interesting stuff in my life to talk about every single day. The Casey Neistats that vlogged every day, people like that lead very interesting and fun lives, and they go on crazy trips, and they're living in very interesting areas of the world, and they have income so that they're not worried about spending 10 hours a day working on a video every single day, because that becomes their income, and they can go out and do all these crazy fun things. My life is very boring. I'm a programmer. I sit and type most of the day. I read books. I play with my kids. If I wanted to do like a YouTuber style vlog, I would only post it once a week, because that I could maybe make an interesting video out of the last week of my life. Last week tonight kind of thing. But I'm not interested in that either. I am interested in talking about my thoughts, and that's why I continue to do this. But maybe that's where the review stuff could become something that generates some revenue, or brings me mild success, which is not necessarily, I'm not trying to pluck success out of the ether. I don't necessarily have any aspiration of success like that, like some sort of notoriety. I want success in my career. I want success in my family life. I want success in my relationship with them. I want success internally. I want to feel successful, but being a YouTuber isn't necessarily, on that list. But it would be cool, right? It would be fun to have a side project that it really impassionates. And I think that like everybody, early successes in endeavors like that are what drive it. And so if I were to do something and I were to get a small audience that was really pushing me to keep generating more content like that, I think I could pull it off. I just don't know if this is the right time. But I'm really happy to see that, I'm not losing nearly as many subscribers, which means I've been gaining subscribers. And if you have come here because of the book talk that I've been doing lately, do you want to see more of that? Did you subscribe recently because I talked about a book that you want to know about? Do you have books that you want me to talk about? If you're here because of books, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think would bring you back for more content from me? Not necessarily on this channel. It would probably be something separate. And I would love to hear that from you. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing and being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is dalliance. It is a noun meaning a brief, casual flirtation with or interest in someone or something. The act of tarrying rather than proceeding swiftly and deliberately. Her dalliance with the pool boy made her husband angry and jealous. Dalliance. D-A-L-L-I-A-N-C-E.